Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kayla Marie and I make spirituality videos, topic videos, you name it. My mission here is to help and inspire other people and to spread love and joy, positivity, whatever you want to call it. Today, I am doing a Q&A video because it's been like since February since I posted a video, Valentine's Day. Yeah. So I thought that I should do a Q&A because it's been a while since I've done one. And I just thought, you know, this would be a good video because I do want to be consistent on this channel. I do want to be able to upload because I have a lot of different ideas and I have the urge to really connect with everyone on this channel. And I miss you guys and I miss filming and uploading. So best believe, first video to kick it off is gonna be Q&A. I have everything written down on my journal, of course. Ooh, and it's hot, y'all. It's hot. I'm trying to adjust the lighting because it is literally over 90 degrees outside and I'm at the park, literally in nature, sitting on the ground, like in the dirt. But that's all right. We're gonna get into it. The question that I was asked the most was, how am I really doing? So, whew, that within itself that's a good question. How am I really doing? Right now, I am amazing. I have been really working on myself. I have been trying the best that I can to pour into myself. I've been trying to discover different things that bring me joy, that bring me happiness, that make me feel passionate and inspired. I've been reading a lot. I go to the gym a lot. And I've been really good overall lately. Now, it's not always like that. I definitely have my days where I feel very low. And I think this is like the first time that I felt like true peace and happiness in a few months. Actually, like I've had a pretty turbulent last couple of months and I had to work through a lot of different things. And we're gonna get into that, of course, later on in the video and over the span of the next few videos that I upload because I have a lot to say. But overall, right now, I'm doing pretty good and I am so blessed and grateful to be here. So thank you so much for asking that question. The next question that I was asked is, what is some music that I've been loving lately? So first of all, if you follow me on Instagram, if you don't, you should follow me. It's __Kayla.Wayla__, a mouthful. But the music that I've been loving lately is a lot of the music that was recommended to me on my Instagram. I actually posted a story and I asked you guys to put me on some songs that make you feel like you're ascending. And a lot of people put me onto some really good music. But what I've been listening to, y'all, on repeat, which I didn't even know he came out with an album, but I literally been listening to Dustin Conrad's Colorway album. It came out in 2021 and I really love his song, his single, In the Air. And I was listening to that song a lot. And I didn't realize he had a whole album. So I've been listening to his album like every day, all the way through, over and over and over again, literally. I just love it. I think he's definitely up and coming. I'm not gonna sleep on him. I love his voice. I love his songs. And that's what I've been listening to and loving lately. I also have been loving gospel music because I love listening to things that make me feel uplifted and that help me through times of distress or just things that breathe life into me. I've really been into that lately, like just only entertaining and listening and consuming things that will raise my vibration, that will make me feel good, that make me feel, you know, happy, because I really, really am a firm believer that what you consume is not just limited to what you eat or what you watch. I think it's to do with what you listen to, it's to do with the people that you are around. I think, like what people always say, like your diet is way more than your food. I definitely believe that. So I've been trying to be more mindful of the music I listen to. Now, when I go to the gym, that's a different story because it's Meg Thee Stallion, it's Saucy Santana, okay, it's City Girls. Like the gym, that's a whole different girl. It's giving more hip hop over there. But on my regular day-to-day in the morning when I'm getting ready for work or when I'm just trying to set the mood or the tone, I'm listening to neo soul or R&B or gospel music. Next question, I love it so much. It is, what advice would you give someone on trusting God and his timing? I want to say that I don't necessarily believe that God is him or her. I feel like God is whatever you want to make it, you know, whatever you believe. But I would say that when it comes to trusting God's timing, baby, it's a game changer. It's a life changer. It's something I'm still trying to master But I say the key is always just surrendering. If you feel like nothing is going your way, you feel like everything is out of whack in your life, you feel like you cannot do any more, you've done your best and it's not good enough, all you can do at that point, take a visible flag and wave it in the air and just be surrender. Literally, it's easier said than done, but that is the best way. That's the best advice I can give on just trusting God's timing, because sometimes it's not about what you do, it's about when you're trying to do something. I think we forget that we can make all the plans in the world, we could have all the money in the world, we can have all the answers in the world, but at the end of the day, things are not going to work. They're not going to work out unless it's time for it to work out. And I really truly feel as though, yes, we can create our life and our reality in a sense, because we can manifest and we can, put action towards our dreams. But at the end of the day, what's meant to be is going to be, and we can't control it. We really don't know what's going to happen next, and just surrendering to that idea, I think, is trusting God's timing, because you can't be trying to control everything and then also say that you trust God, because trust is about believing in the unseen. It's about having faith. So the next question that I got was, what is my favorite lip combo and concealer? Now, I really don't wear makeup anymore, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna say I never do, because obviously I have makeup on right now. I have blush and highlight and stuff, but as far as like doing a full face and foundation and all that, I don't really do that anymore, like unless it's a special occasion. And it's been a while since I've done my full face of makeup. But I will say that my go-to concealer is always going to be Tarte's Creaseless. It's like a creamy, kind of oily, oil-based concealer, and it doesn't crease. And I love that concealer so much. It's not the Shape Tape. It's a different concealer that Tarte has. That's one of my favorite concealers ever. A go-to lip combo, y'all. Let me see. I have it in my purse. I really like Kat Von D's lip liner in chocolate. That's the color that I use. And then I always top it off with one of these glosses. These are my favorite glosses ever. Oh my God, these are the cutest names. So this one is called Soulmate, and then this one is The Stars Are Aligned. I'm sorry, I didn't even know that those were the names, but these are my favorite glosses, and I feel like it makes a lot of sense. And I'm gonna put it on right now, actually, because it's so sparkly and I love it. It makes me feel like a princess, literally. It doesn't plump my lips, honestly. Like, it just makes them tingle. So if you're looking to have like an actual lip plumper, I wouldn't go with those. But I'm sorry, I didn't even say the other lip liner that I normally use too. If I don't have the Kat Von D lip liner in chocolate, then I use this NYX lip pencil. Next question that I got was, what is something that I do as part of my routine to center myself? And I love this question too, because again, that's something that I've really been trying to lean into lately, is my routines and pouring into myself and finding different things that work for me and bring me joy. And so I love to journal. That's one of the main things that I do to center myself. If I'm ever going through it, y'all, when I tell you, the other day, it's been nice, really nice at Kansas City lately. It's been 90 degrees. That's hot, but I'm not used to the hot weather. It's just now getting like hot like that. So I was literally outside for like 3 or 4 hours, and I wrote like 9 pages in my journal, y'all. I don't think I've ever written that much in my life. I don't think I've ever written that much in one sitting, at least. So, and the thing is, I literally wrote in my journal like 2 days ago, 2 days prior to me writing 9 pages in my journal. I had a lot to say, and I had a lot to get off my chest. And you know what? I felt so much lighter after I wrote all of that stuff out, because I needed that. I really needed that. And I write in my journal very often. I'm probably going to write in my journal today. I'm not even going to lie. That is one of the main things that I do to center myself. Another thing I do that I really have just kind of recently started doing a lot more is I pray. Just being able to put things out into existence and really just being able to just leave things to God and not have to stress about things and not have to take on the weight of whatever it is I want to come into fruition or whatever it is I'm worried about. I literally just pray, and I'm just like, it works for me. And then also, last thing I'm gonna say is I always am cleansing my space. I'm cleansing my aura. I always use incense, and I will try to put in the video or in the description box down below what kind of incense I use, because they're my favorite incense. I think they're supposed to be the incense that they use in like temples for, like, I think Hinduism. I think they're like Hindu incense, and I really love them. They're the only incense I really like to buy, and I just use that. And when I tell y'all I incense every day because I do not play. When it comes to my protection, I don't play. I incense every day, and I'm like, God, thank you for this day. Thank you for protecting me. All of my energy, anybody that's talking about me, send it back to them tenfold. Any negative energies attached to me, remove them at this time. And windows open, you got to go. Any negative energy that's around or near me, it's gotta go. And that centers me a lot. That's like one of the first things I do in my routine. That's a must have for sure. Question that I got is, how do I deal with anxiety? I don't. No, I'm like, when I tell y'all I am one of the most, no, I'm not gonna put that into existence because I'm moving past that. But I have definitely struggled really, really, really bad with anxiety before. And it's kind of a constant battle. It's not something that goes away. It's definitely something you have to kind of learn to cope with the best way that you can, and doing things that work for you. But I would say that what really works for me is just being here, being in nature, listening to music, and literally just separating myself from the environment I'm normally in. So most of the time I'm in my room, I'm at home. So what I do to really cope with anxiety, if I can, is I start going outside more. If I can work outside, I'll do that. If I can just go in any chance I can get, I go outside. If I'm really anxious, I will literally just go pick up and go to the park. That's literally, everything else has to wait, because nature is just so healing for me. And when I'm in nature and I see the birds and I see the little ants crawling around and I see turtles going into the pond, and it just reminds me that everything is in alignment, and it reminds me that everything is going to be okay. And I've been in certain situations before, and I have the tools within me to overcome the situation, and I have a team around me, and I have protection, and I have guidance around me that will allow me to get through whatever it is I'm worried about. Because anxiety really is just worry. It's really just being so caught up in the future and which things you have to do, and trying to figure out things 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps ahead. And I literally, every time I'm in nature, it just reminds me to just slow down, that everything is in divine order, and that I don't have to be in control, and that I'm not in control at the end of the day. And that gives me so much peace. And it's definitely easier said than done, because obviously if you're having a whole anxiety attack, you can't just go pick up, go in nature and just be, I needed this. Like, this is what works for me. I can't speak for everybody else. Some people, what helps with their anxiety is coloring. I also just started coloring too. I have a coloring book and some markers, and that helps me a lot. Y'all, it was a fly that just landed on my finger. Anyway, coloring, I have a coloring book that helps me a lot. Reading, I also have a singing bowl. If I feel like called to do some like type sound healing type vibes, I will literally just tap my singing bowl, be for however long, and just make myself calm down. If I'm really, really, really anxious and I just need some type of like reassurance that everything's gonna be okay, a lot of the times I will use my oracle decks. And again, if you're not into that, just disregard, but I'm into that, so I like to use oracle decks sometimes as well. I really take the spiritual approach when I have some sort of anxiety, and honestly, I take the spiritual approach for any hardship that I'm going through, any mental thing that I'm going through, because I feel like that's where it all starts. I think a lot of the times when I'm out of alignment with my spiritual practices and with my spiritual routines, rituals, whatever you want to call it, that's when I have the most issues, or that's when I notice that things are just imbalanced. So I always just try to go back to the basics, being in nature, doing my cleansings, and if worst comes to worst, pulling out my oracle deck and being like, hey, ancestors, God, angels, what's going on? The next question that I got is, what are some positive things that I like to remember? Whew, y'all are really on it today. I'm not even gonna lie with you. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all are on it, because that is an amazing question, and I love that, because I think that there are a lot of times, I think recently, since Mother's Day just passed, I've really been reflecting on moments that I had with my grandma and like the lessons that they taught me. Anytime with my family, and this doesn't have anything to do with my grandmothers, but anytime that I have with my family that we have been able to all sit down together and have open-ended discussion, answer deep, profound questions, learn more about each other, tell each other stories about our lives, share funny things that we've gone through, all of those moments. I love looking back at conversations that I've had with my mom, my dad, my sister, my cousins, my aunties. Those are like the moments that I literally live for. I love my family so much. I'm a family girl, okay? And if I would say that there are any positive things, ooh, it's a B. I'm trying to chill, y'all. I'm a nature girl. Ooh! Bees are very harmless. So, I'm not about to have a whole thing. Back to the question. So, anytime that I have gotten to spend with my family members, those are positive things. Those are the most positive things that I look back on, especially times where we were able to laugh together or recall memories that we have together. I think one of my favorite questions to ask my family is, what is your favorite memory that we have together, or that you have with her, or whatever. I just love hearing memories, and I love just hearing people laugh together and being able to just connect with each other in that way, because life gets hard. I think that I take family so seriously, and I value my family so much, because I believe that that is one of the main things that you really need in this life. And even if it's not your blood family, I think a support system is very, very imperative to being wealthy, to being healthy, and for thriving. A lot of people might think it's money. A lot of people might think it's the house, the financial, the stability, whatever, the job, but it's not. For me, at least. I can't speak for everybody else. But for me, true wealth, true happiness, joy, a successful life is to be surrounded by people that you love, that pour into you, and to have a roof over your head, of course, have clothes on your back, shoes that don't have holes in them. That is the meaning of life, okay? That is a good life to live. As long as you have good people around you, you're winning and you're very successful, and that's all that matters, because a lot of people have a lot of different things, but one thing that they don't have is a good friend or a good family relationship, or, you know, good relationships around them, period. And that, a lot of the times, is not something money can buy. You can't buy, I mean, you could try to buy a friend, but it's disingenuous. It's not a actual connection at that point. It's just for material. Next question is, where do I see myself in 5 years, and do I think I will still be making YouTube videos? In 5 years, how old will I be? I'll be 25. I know that time period is going to go by very fast, so I'm going to say this in my video right now, because it always changes. If I change my mind, it's fine. I change my mind every day, constantly. But I'm going to say right now, I hope that in 5 years, I am in a stable relationship with myself. I pray that I am... Oh, see, look, I'm about to break out in prayer, y'all. Okay, in 5 years, I want to be living on my own. I want to have a home, a space that reflects who I am, that feels comfortable, that feels safe, that feels welcoming and inviting. With my kittens, I want them to have a very comfortable space. I want to have a stable relationship with myself. I want to be able to have multiple different passions and hobbies that I devote myself to. I want to be able to have a career that is empowering to other people in some way. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I'm not going to lie. I don't know. I can't completely tell you what exactly I'll be doing by then as far as my career goes, but what I would prefer to be doing is anything that is empowering other people, inspiring other people, something that I can use my voice to inspire other people, uplift people for sure, spread love, spread God's love and light, and what else? Have a good savings account, okay? Saving and investing is important. And I just hope I'm just overall secure in myself, that nobody can tell me anything about myself and nobody can knock me down from where I am. I think that's really where I would want to be in 5 years. I want to just be centered and grounded in my own beliefs and just be myself unapologetically. And slowly but surely she's getting there. But that's really where I want to be in 5 years. And overall, I just want to be happy. I want to be able to pour into people that make me happy, that pour into me. I want to be able to make other people happy. I want to be able to have a cup that is overflowed so I can pour into others. And I want to be, most importantly, I really want to be able to have things that bring me that fulfillment outside of spending time with family, outside of people, outside of, material things. I want to have like things of substance that bring me joy, that genuinely bring me joy. That's what I want for myself in 5 years. So, and I also want to still be healthy and fit. I want to, hopefully maybe by then I'll be vegetarian. I kind of already am, but y'all, I love bacon and chicken and wings. It got me in chokehold right now, but maybe by 25 I'll be vegetarian or vegan or whatnot. Maybe I'll get into the swing of things. And I definitely think I will still be making YouTube videos. I don't think I will ever stop making YouTube videos unless I physically, God forbid, but unless I physically could not make YouTube videos anymore, or unless I died, I probably will always make YouTube videos. It's something that I'll always end up coming back to no matter what happens in my life. I gotta get comfortable for this question because this is gonna be a lot. The last question that I'm gonna answer is, what has been going on with your life since your first ever YouTube video? Y'all, this question is big. This is a big question because I've had a channel since I was 15 years old. I am 20 years old now. A lot has happened in 5 years. A lot of growth, a lot of enlightenment, a lot of loss, quote unquote, a lot of heartache, a lot of pain, a lot of joy, a lot of happiness, but overall a lot of growth. I've been pretty vocal about the things that I've been through as far as like heartbreaks and losing friends and going through changes and growing up as a woman, as a Black woman, the struggles that I faced, dating, stuff like that. I think that the most major thing that's happened, is definitely just growing up. I think I have changed. I don't want to say I've changed so much because I don't think I've changed that much, but I would say that I think that obviously since I was 15, I've definitely become a lot more wise. I think even like sometimes, y'all, I'm not even gonna lie, I've looked back at my old videos and I'm like, dang, like where was I getting this stuff from? Like where was I, like, because my first ever YouTube video was how to be confident, like, and then the videos that I was making when I first started YouTube were like how to be yourself, how to be confident. What was another video I made? Oh my god, just like I was just talking about things that I at that time should have been struggling with, but at the same time I was struggling with those things, so that's why I was making those videos, to help other people. But it just kind of is crazy how everything's kind of come full circle, because now that's all I want to talk about, that's all I want to do. And it's just crazy. Definitely gotten even more wise, and I've learned even more as I've gotten older. But even at that ripe age of 15, even at that age, I feel like I was still so mature and so wise. A lot has gone on with my life. I've gone through a lot of different jobs. I've gone through a lot of different awakenings. I've gone through a lot of different heartaches and losses. But the main thing, again, is that I've just grown a lot. I've grown through a lot of different obstacles, a lot of different challenges. And I am so happy and proud of myself for where I am. And, hey, right now, I am working as a social media marketing specialist for a small business called Promise Beads. If you follow me on Instagram, then you know that I posted about it a while back. So I have full control of all of the social media for the business, the marketing. I am full control of all of that. And we sell waist beads. I'm gonna show y'all. These is them. I gotta get down so y'all can see. I'm finna do the splits. That's what I've been doing, and I love it. I absolutely love working for Promise Beads. It has a lot of meaning behind it. It's not just about selling a product. It's about making women feel, you know, beautiful in their skin, in their bodies. We do parties, and we have a whole roundtable talk kind of, and deep discussion about life, about lessons we've learned, about struggles that we have as Black women, as women in general. It's just an amazing, one of the most amazing jobs I've ever had. It doesn't even feel like work. So that's what I've been up to lately. And again, y'all, I'm all over the place. I'm not even gonna lie. This sun is like kicking my butt. When it comes to jobs, I done worked from home. I done worked as a server. I done worked as cashier. I've done everything under the sun. And this is like something that I'm really, truly happy with and passionate about. I also do pole. I have a pole in my room now. So if I ever do videos in my room, I'll show y'all. That's something I've really been into. Obviously lifting. I've been lifting a lot. All right, you see these muscles? Come on muscles. That's what's been going on since my first ever video for the last 5 years. I had to do a 5-year update. Okay, all right, y'all, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the video. But if you made it this far, I love you. Thank you so much for watching, and I am so excited for the journey ahead, and there is so much more to come. So just stay tuned. Okay, if you don't have the notification bell on already, go ahead and tap that for me, please, and thank you. Please and thank you. And I will see y'all. Okay, hold on, I gotta get close for this one. I'm gonna see y'all in my next video. I love you. Why am I whispering? All right, I'm gonna see y'all in my next video. I love you so much. I hope you take care of yourself and you stay blessed. Bye.